Yo, what is up, guys? It's Gravespire here, back with another video. Today I want to talk to you guys about what we have today with our weekly reset. So today is going to entail still no vault, no mythic plus, no mythic dungeons, and also no raid. So no normal raid, no raid finder. We're getting all of that next week. Okay, so starting next week we'll have our mythics and we'll have our raid. Still no vault, but we'll get the vault for the next week, and the season will start. Right, still a mythic raid that'll happen the next week, but we'll have a lot more content to be doing. This week we also have 90 more of the whelping crests, the weathered crests, to obtain. Now those crests you can use now for 3 more pieces of 590 gear if you would like, or you can use them just to upgrade your existing gear, your veteran pieces that you may have, or even just your adventurer gear if you want to upgrade instead and have some nice pieces that you want to take onto next week. So try to get your eye level as high as you possibly can for the beginning of next week, because you really won't need those weathered crests after this week. You'll get some next week that you can maybe use to upgrade a few pieces, but you're going to start getting some higher track gear, some veteran gear from the mythics, and then some champ track gear from the higher mythics, and even heroic track gear, right? So those crests aren't going to be needed to upgrade a lot of those. The first few tracks of veteran gear, sure, but anything after that you won't need those. Then we're going to have the weekly coffer keys that you can get, the weekly gear that you get from the activities, the caches that you can transfer over the alts, because you probably don't need it on your main characters at this point. And then the activities. So the weekly activities include not only your missions that you have in the few different zones that appear, but you also have the caches from each of the theater troupe and the Isle of Dorn, right? That can contain some nice recipes. The Awakening the Machine in the Ringing Deeps, that can contain I believe some recipes as well, and then also a fantastic looking mount. So try to get that guy. Do that on as many characters as you possibly can. The Radiant Cache over in Hollowfall, which is a beautiful event to do, because it can also contain a great plan, a great recipe for the Feast of the Divine Day, and then the Pact Cache as well over in Ashkahet. Make sure you do all of those, guys. The Pact Cache can contain the Feast of the Midnight Masquerade, which is a much better option for a feast because the reagents are much cheaper. So if you can obtain that guy and use that instead, you'll be set for the next week, which is of course when raid starts, baby. So get those feasts ready to go, or you could just sell the recipes because they sell for a lot right now and probably will go down a little bit throughout the week. But if I were to guess, they might go up even more towards the end of the week because people want those for raid, man. People are going to want those recipes. And then we should have the last episode of the campaign, giving us the Earthen unlock. So if you've done all of the prerequisites for the quest line, there were a lot of them. Today should be the last day of the quest chain, giving you access to the Earthen. So you can start leveling those guys up to max level and feel what those guys feel like. Their racials are kind of cool. They have a cool well-fed racial that I've seen. They have a couple other things I know of, but their well-fed thing is pretty awesome, where you don't have to really eat food ever. So you can save your guild a lot of money if everyone went to an Earthen. But I'm definitely going to make one today, try to level up as much as possible, just for fun, and call it a day. Other than that, you still have your same things. You still have a lot of your similar things that you've been doing. So just keep doing what you're doing, and hopefully you have fun playing the game before the season starts, because once the season starts, baby, we're going to have a lot to do. So we have one more week before that, and until then, guys, I'll see you next week.